Hi, my name's Stephen Woodlands. I'm the founder and managing director at Head Start Homes, and I'm a Changemaker. As of this year, we've had 25 clients purchase homes, and we're super excited at that. We've also freed up another 17 social housing homes. So for those clients that live in social housing, by them becoming homeowners and moving into their home, they free up a spot for another family that's likely to be homeless to move into that social housing home. The first client outcome that shows the power of having an empowerment model with equal access to home ownership is Darlene, our very first client. By her becoming an empowered homeowner, in her own word, she was doing it for her kids. And she's now on a journey of building that intergenerational wealth. Her social housing home was freed from another First Nations family. That single mum was actually not with her children because they didn't have a home. By her moving into the social housing home, she was reunited with her 5 kids. The second story is Iyasu and Martha. Iyasu was actually in a refugee camp for 20 years, and then he came to Australia and moved into social housing, but he had to come to Australia by himself without his children. And he had to, wait 3 years before his family could come. He worked really hard in that social housing home, and they're now proud homeowners. Third one is one of our most recent stories, which is Carmony. And Carmony's story is really powerful because Carmony, in her own words, had moved homes 23 times, had experienced bouts of homelessness for many years. And what was really powerful about her story is she said that Head Start Homes was the first time I came to an organization or people who actually listened to me. I've been stuck in a system that constantly says no, and you're not good enough. And then when I met Head Start Homes and they said, yes, we believe in you and we're here to support you, her whole life changed. What inspired me was my mum's journey and my childhood experience. So as a young child, I didn't always have the privilege of having a stable home. But then at the age of 7, I was really lucky to finally get into a community housing home. And from that, as a young boy, I realized just how much having that stable home, what it means, because it meant I could go to school, mum could work, we could get on with our life. Then growing up in social housing, I learned of a system that's not always fair. In Australia, private housing is much less stable than social housing. So I guess that problem always stuck with me, and that's kind of the thinking behind Head Start Homes. Technology could be such an amazing way to increase productivity so that you've got more time to work with your clients. It can also help tackle problems in a different way. So that's really important, having all of the principles as to why you're using the technology. How does it help your clients? How does it align to your vision? In Australia, we're actually the first organization to pioneer a guarantee concept. And that's a concept whereby we act as guarantor for our clients so they don't need a deposit. And since then, the Australian government's come on board and they've done over 100,000 of them. And that's the type of learnings we like to do. How can we think differently to get outcomes for clients to provide equal access to home ownership? The next big thing for us that we're working on now is an affordable rent-to-buy model, whereby Head Start Homes builds or buys properties, and we get our community housing or social housing partners to manage those properties with affordable rents. When we started Head Start Homes, my motto was, I'm just going to keep on going until someone tells me it can't be done. I'm not going to stop because someone tells me it's hard, because that's not a good enough reason. Last year, I was diagnosed with cancer, with bowel cancer, just out 6 months from having significant surgery. And I guess what I've learned from that, now that I'm in remission, is just how important it is when you're creating an organization to have sustainability and to stay focused on strategy and good growth. When you're having questions of having cancer, issues of mortality do arise, and it can be, quite confronting dealing with that, as well as everything else that comes with it, but also being so committed to your clients and to your vision and to your passion, being a founder. So I guess there have been major challenges to which I've experienced on this wonderful journey.